Okay, good evening, guys. I'm sorry, not good evening. It's midnight, so I'll say good morning, guys. How you guys doing? You guys know that since the month of October, I've been talking about a bullish directional bias on EURUSD, and this month I also talked about the downfall of DXY, like the bearish movement on DXY. I gave you guys a prediction. I gave you guys also prediction on Nasdaq, and also I gave you guys prediction on Bitcoins. Now all of those stuff played perfectly, and yeah, it's doing well. And on Sunday, I shared with you guys breakdown analysis on EURUSD and everything about it. So you guys could come to the Facebook page and watch the video, and I will try to post the description link after this video, so you can go and watch it. So I will now go to the chart, and I will give you guys a breakdown analysis again to show you, to give you guys the update of EURUSD, and yeah, is to tell you that the delivery of price in the market is done by the algorithm, and you can actually see me use the algorithm prediction to predict price for you and tell you guys where price is to be drawn to, right? So looking at this chart right here, from this point last year, we can actually see that the euro dollar has been bullish, like it went bullish, and at this point it entered a ranging phase. All right, now this ranging phase is used to identify what we are going to use to do our algorithm D range and predict where prices to run to. Now you can actually notice that price trade into support, and we hunted support. Now paying attention to October, this was the reason why I predict a bullish movement on EURUSD on the month of October. Told you guys that we have a liquidity grab on previous month low, and we have a structural shift from the let's go to the day time frame. It shifted. You can actually see how it is printing for us, the higher highs and higher lows. And on my Facebook page on Sunday, I told you guys we have a structural break and price trades into equilibrium. I talked to you guys about where we have in the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and I say this low right here will be the higher low, and we're expecting price to trade higher. Now we actually see that happen right here. Even on the weekly time frame, I explained to you guys that when Monday opens, I would like to see it hunt this low, then go higher, or fails to go below this low, then give us a structural shift on a Monday, and we will go higher. But nevertheless, we already have the confirmation entry right here that price violated a supply zone. This is something I explained on the Facebook page. We have violation of supply, and also we have this structural break right here. Also this supply right here was violated. Now we are now focusing on the cause of that, and we can actually see that we have a supply to demand flip, and right here is that demand zone. So I explain a lot of this stuff. You can actually see how price trades into the demand, and we're rather higher. Now where is it going to be drawn to? To be drawn to areas where we have in the buy stops. And also if you go down to the daily time frame, you can actually see that during the algorithm price review right here throughout this month, previous 3 months, you actually see it's been trading on a trend line, and it indicates that we're having areas of sell liquidity pools. So that means we're having stops resting above all of these highs. So it indicates that price is going to be taking all of this stuff that was left protected when the algorithm was delivering price. As easy as that. Now also giving you guys the update on DXY. You can actually see DXY doing what I predicted, and the same thing could be used on where the euro dollar. You can also see we have area of resistance, and we have liquidity grab, the algorithm taking liquidity from that area of resistance. And where do you think it will be drawn to? I showed you guys previously on the month of 30th October that price should go lower, and I would just target right here for some reasons, all right, for some personal reasons. But then What I have to be targeting could be previous 3 months low. All right, but we just target already here because the month we have to end, and we don't know what is going to happen the month of December, right? So when the month of December opens, then we could know if it wants to go lower or then enter another daily range where we have to deal with that range. So also we also have the Nasdaq. You can actually see Nasdaq playing out perfectly. All right, I already predicted you guys Nasdaq, and I explained everything to you guys right here. And you actually see where it is now drawn to. Where is it hunting? It is trying to hunt these highs. Now I explained to you guys that if that is very important that you are on the higher time frame. Your higher time frame shows you an overall directional bias of where the price is drawn to. You can actually see this is a bullish structure, and what we have is this higher high and this higher low. So what will you be expecting? You'll be expecting to see a new higher high. All right. So that is how we get to predict the market. You can actually see where it traded higher. We have this high, we have this low. Then we'll be expecting a higher high, using the algorithm to be able to predict where the price is to run to. Because what actually controls the market, what actually delivers price in the market, is the algorithm. Is a set of instructions, set hours to solve a particular problem. Solving the problem of taking pending orders in an areas where we're having the buy side and also the sell side liquidity pools. So that is what the algorithm is trying to do, trying to take those orders and balancing supply and demand. It's just a simple law and of economics. All right. So with that understanding, you can be able to know when to invest in a particular stock, when to leave a particular stock, when to buy a particular asset like the crypto asset. You can use that understanding of the algorithm to know when you could get into the market, purchase some shares, purchase some assets, invest in some assets, and know your long-term target and return of profit. And also, I also have Nasdaq. Play that. If we check right here, so I predicted last Nasdaq, but though Nasdaq is something I shared. Sorry, Tesla is something I shared with the mentorship, and I said we'll be buying the Tesla. So I had it right here before. Okay, so trying to look for it. Alright, so I had Tesla shared with them previously on the weekly time frame. Alright, so I had the original one right here, but I can't find it. But when price tapped into it, this is what we saw, and I shared it with the mentorship, and then we finally see the delivery right there. So with that understanding, you can be able to predict the understanding algorithm. You can be able to predict the market and know when to get into the market and put in your investment. All right, so you actually see price buying from the order block. What are we targeting? We're targeting this high and this liquidity pool, and we watch to see a long-term target of this higher high right here. Because paying attention to the monthly time frame, you know, this is the higher high, this is the higher low, so we might be expecting a new higher high. And right here we're giving the algorithm D range. You can see the hunt on previous 3 months low. What am I targeting? I'll be targeting previous 3 months high, and then this area where we have the buy side liquidity pool on the monthly time frame. As easy as that. Now if you have to go into the stock market to invest, to purchase a particular shares, you are to use a confluence of the Nasdaq, depending on which asset is that particular company under. Because in the US market we have the three markets. We have the New York Stock Exchange, we have the Nasdaq, and then we have the S&P. So in each company in which you want to invest on, you are trying to analyze first from Nasdaq. So if you are analyzing on Nasdaq, just like I showed you guys my directional bias on Nasdaq, the reason why I was looking at Nasdaq is because I could be able to use that directional bias, the confluence, to invest in stock in companies that is under the Nasdaq market. And the main focus of the companies under the Nasdaq market are major companies, the big companies like Tesla. So it could give me the opportunity to put in funds to invest in, to buy shares from Tesla and also from BlackRock. These are the two major the two major companies in which I could be looking at that's under the Nasdaq. Now, if I have to invest in the stock market that is under the New York Stock Exchange, I'm paying attention to US 30. I get to analyze the US 30 and look for valuable companies under the US 30, which is the New York Stock Exchange, and be able to pull in my funds right here and invest there. Also, there are companies under the S&P 500. I have to look into it and then know when to put in my money right here. And it seems like S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are going the same directional bias, and the chart almost look the same. And then also US 30 kind of like tries to look exactly like the two assets. The three assets just look like they are similar, but then there is a little bit of difference in them. So if I have to invest in a particular stock market, I'm paying attention to the Nasdaq, S&P, and the New York Stock Exchange. These are the three companies on the US market. And I am more specific and based on the US market. It is the most popular traded asset general, because the dollar is a reserve currency. So everything about the US is a major traded asset. So I'm paying attention to that. So you can see that all my predictions, they all played out perfectly, and that is to show you guys that the understanding of price and the understanding of what the algorithm has to do, where it has to run to, could help you out to be a better financial market analyst. Alright, you can be able to look at your chart, you can be able to predict, and you can be able to call out where price we have to be drawn to when you're doing your analysis. It's really going to help you. And having no understanding, you can be able to know when to execute your trade, the perfect time to execute your trades on your broker like your MT4, MT5, and be profitable with that. Now, it's not only getting the knowledge and the skills, but also it has to involve your psychology, your discipline, and for you to be consistent with what you are using, with what you have learned, and then use it the perfect way. Now, apart from that, you also have to be a very patient person. Imagine me waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 months for me to be able to purchase an asset, for me to be able to have a confirmation entry and additional buyers. Alright, and no matter what you do, social media, other people will not tell you this in social media. Alright, they will never tell you this because they don't actually have the understanding of how it works. The price review, the algorithm, make sure you are paying attention to your higher time frame. When you are in your higher time frame, it gives you an overall directional bias of where price wants to do. Now, when you get your directional bias, when you have your point of interest from a higher time frame, then that is when you go down to the lower time frame. The lower time frame are used for confirmation entries and for you to be able to minimize your risks. All right, so when you look at a higher time frame, you know where the price wants to run to, then it gives you a hint for you to be able to look for your entries on your lower time frame. Okay, so yeah, so that is it, guys. Just want to show you guys the update and everything that I have predicted, how they all play out, and yeah, so I appreciate you guys. And don't forget my course is on the Udemy. I'll post the link also on the description. So yeah, it is very affordable. There's nothing there. It's not too expensive. Alright, so for you to master that, you have to put time into it and practice. Alright, it took me 3 years to get to this understanding, to where I am right now, to be a financial market analyst and be able to predict price. So with time, you'll be profitable. With time, you will get there. So that is just it, guys. So stay safe and safe trading.